Hello, this is Filthy with a Chance of Meta on Dimension Shift Studios. Today we're going to be taking a look at Iron Man Super Rare number 53 from the Avengers Defender War set. The figure for this character looks like a futuristic and sleek version of the red and gold Iron Man suit, hovering above the dial in a flying combat stance. This Iron Man can be played at 2-point values, both 165 points and 125 points. For combat abilities, he has no team ability, a 7 range with 2 bolts, the wing symbol, the indomitable defense symbol, and standard attack and damage symbols. He has the generic armor and scientist keywords, and of course the named Avengers keyword and Stark Industries keyword. At 165 points, this Iron Man has 7 clicks, starting with a 10 speed with running shot, an 18 defense with invincibility, a 4 damage with shape change, and an 11 attack with the white special power. That would be the reason anyone would argue this is a competitive level piece. His special attack power is all my different armors merged into one. Give Iron Man a free action and choose any 2 standard powers, except defense powers. Until your next turn, he can use the chosen powers, but can't use his possessed standard speed, attack, or damage powers. Really, this is another iteration of the pick-a-power mechanic, but this time it requires you to choose 2 powers and lose all powers that you're already showing on speed, attack, and damage in exchange. The character's first 2 clicks are identical, and his third click is actually when he would start in his 125-point starting line. Here, his running shot changes to hypersonic with a 9 movement. He keeps his 11 attack with his special power and 18 defense, now with impervious. His damage moves down to a 3, but he keeps shape change on his 3rd click. On his 4th click, he gets outwit and some stats drop, and on his last 3 clicks, his hypersonic is replaced with sidestep. His special attack power is also replaced with pulse wave, and his defense power changes to invulnerability. His last 2 clicks, his special damage power finally shows up. It's called Use My Armor to Imprison You, and it reads, Give Iron Man a power action and choose an opposing character within 3 squares and line of fire. Until your next turn, that character can't move or make a ranged attack, and Iron Man can't use invulnerability. This is a really nice power, both thematically and for shutting down an opposing tent pole, but it's only on those last 2 clicks, meaning you can never count on using it consistently as a part of your strategy. The main strength in this character lies in the pick-a-power mechanic that he brings to the table with that special white power on his first 4 clicks. Like any of the other characters with similar mechanics, the sheer versatility really gives you an advantage against most all-comer lists, as you can just choose what you need in order to react to any situation. But with that said, his weaknesses, especially when compared to other characters who rely on the same concept, are glaringly obvious. First, the power that gives him choice options is a white special attack power, meaning a character can just outwit the whole ability when they're able. With other characters like Jakeem Thunder, whose similar power is a trait rather than showing on the dial, he can only have specific powers outwitted to limit his options, but then he can just choose something else that wasn't outwitted instead. Also, Iron Man only has this ability on his first 4 clicks, meaning one big swing is going to take out the versatility you'd likely be counting on when playing him. Finally, when picking powers, he also loses all other powers showing on his dial other than his defense power. This actually limits your versatility a lot considering the powers that he has access to start. For example, he has running shot, which would normally pair well with Psychic Blast. Well, if you choose to use Psychic Blast with his special power, you can't use running shot if you're on those first 2 clicks, even if you wanted to choose it as your second power, as the special power states that Iron Man can't use his possessed powers this turn. It's about the same wording as outwit. This same concept works if you want to do something like hypersonic and super strength to knock someone back on clicks 3 and 4, since he already has hypersonic speed. Last note here, Jakeem Thunder is 25 points less, has the team ability, longer range, a longer dial, and higher average damage across his dial as well. So if you're planning on playing this character with pick-a-power in mind, just stick with Jakeem Thunder. As far as team options, Iron Man has the Avengers keyword, so basically stick him with any other character in the Marvel Universe and make an Avengers theme team. My final opinion of this character in regard to strength and usefulness is that he would be the character you bring to a casual event when you really want to play something like Jakeem Thunder, but don't want to be that guy. On a competitive level, there's not much to be said for him considering his direct DC counterpart, other than the presence of willpower through Indomitable. That's it for Iron Man. Thank you very much for tuning into this video, and we hope to see you in the next one.